Let me zoom you in. Hi, guys. Look who we have.
Wow, what good timing for me to stumble in here. Can't stay, got practice, but wanted to say hi. Hope
Hi,
you all have fun
Stevie.
talking about Bannerfall. You were such a pretty swan, Lady Soupy's
Thanks.
pet. Happy Saturday, everyone. Sneering face emoji.
Sneering face. Hi, Portal. Sorry, I'll do the outfit check soon. I've got a Potchy Bears on my lap who's purring away, so I don't want to disturb him. Chat. Sorry, do you know what? That's really annoying. I'm gonna have to use my big head to block the light. Hi, Cam. Cam, our boyfriends have gone. What do we do? What do we do? Our boyfriends have gone. What's crazy is we could have hung out all week, but you have to look after the cat, and I have to look after the cat. Baby boy. Himpochi is being very cute right now. Chat, I've got Invisalign. Oh my god, I am gonna have to sort out the camera, aren't I? Should we just try do? Oh no, because then you can see all my. Well, you can't see my mess. I got Invisalign. So if you're looking at me and thinking, "Wow, Elle, it looks like you're holding a secret in your mouth," and why are your teeth so big and shiny? You thought it was tooth gems? That would be way cooler. No, I have Invisalign. Do I look really cool? I hate them. I hate them so much. Why have I got Invisalign? I look like a vampire, guys. I look like someone, guys. I'm sure my mouth will get used to it. But right now, I feel like I'm wearing fake teeth that children wear to cosplay vampires on Halloween. I'm sorry, did I stop stroking you? I've never had braces. My bottom teeth, honestly, my bottom teeth don't need it. My top teeth don't really need it. The reason I've done it, in case anybody is curious, my front tooth, this side, overlaps this side. And most people don't notice it. As everybody has with their flaws, realistically, most people around you probably don't notice it. However, every time, and I think in the job that I'm in, I notice it more. Every time we'd have meet and greet pictures or like pictures from an event, I would notice that my tooth overlapped, and it made me feel like crap. I just want to clarify, if any of you have this overlap, there's nothing wrong with that. Please don't feel you need to change it. I just personally wanted to for me, because it's all I could see, and it made me self-conscious, and I just kind of thought, I can fix this. I don't have to live with this. Also, as you get older, are you going? Okay, good, because that means I can shut the thingy. There's your outfit check as well. Dimbly. Yeah, as you get older, also your jaw can narrow, which can make the overlap worse. But yeah, it was the window. Sorry about that. But I just noticed it all the time, and I found it really annoying. And also, like, again, I don't think other people would notice, but like, I have a deep bite, which is basically where your front tooth cover a lot of your bottom teeth. It's meant to cover about 50%. With the Invisalign, covers about 50%. But normally when I'm not wearing these, it really goes and covers the whole thing. And I have a bit of an overjet, which is also known as an overbite. And like, again, they're not really noticeable things to other people, but sometimes I would see like candid photos people took, and all I could see is this overbite that I had. And Invisalign can't fix your bite, but it can. Let me turn the music down. Sorry, my bad. But it can like help. Like, it's not gonna make it go away. Tatis, thank you for the raid. It's not gonna make it go away, but it's gonna make it better. So hopefully that's like enough for me to be happier. Definitely getting this fixed will make me happier. Like, it really bothers me that this overlaps. Like, I just see it in pictures and it makes me feel like crap. Do not feel you have to if you have that. It's just me personally. What's a good age to get piercings independently? I think 18 you can. Like, technically is when you can. Such a beautiful woman on my screen. Thank you. I'm talking about how my teeth look silly today. What's crazy is, like, they're still very much, like, overlapped at the front right now. But if you look at my week 8
Yippee.
retainers, I have to change them weekly. Yippee! I have to change them weekly. If you look at my week 8 retainers, they're fixed. I will have to wear these for at least 5 months, even though it's fixed within 2 months, because basically that period of time afterwards is just perfecting where your teeth are, making sure that they're in the optimal place. But basically most of the work is done within the first 8 weeks. And then once I've done that, I will have to wear a retainer for the rest of my life. At nighttime though, so you won't notice it. I think just right now what's crazy, I don't think it's not that noticeable in person. It's very noticeable on stream because the light is reflecting off the glass, like not the glass, the retainer. So I look like I've got really shiny teeth. Your teeth are in your mouth. Isn't that the optimal place? Well, you'd think. So yeah, I mean, that's why. So I'm going to have this now. I might look a bit more silly for a little while. I am a little bit self-conscious about it because I do think I look a bit silly. And I close my mouth. And I look like I'm holding a secret in my mouth. I look like I'm holding a secret. And it kind of makes me laugh. And I do feel a bit self-conscious, but that's why. And basically, by Christmas, it'll be done. So like in 2027, it'll be done. You wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't mentioned. Well, there you go. Thanks, guys. That's what I need to hear. Also, it's going to make my smile wider. So you can, I don't know. I'm really excited about it. Really hurts though, guys. Really hurts. I woke up this morning. Oh my God. Woke up this morning. Took a bite out of my bagel. Couldn't eat my bagel. Really hurt. Then I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll take some paracetamol. We went out to town. I got a little half baguette from Pret a Manger. Let me tell you guys, there's something really embarrassing about being sat in front of your friends, unable to eat a baguette, and them going, you should have gone for something softer. And you going, this is my first day on Earth, bro. Are they on permanently? I have to wear them 20 to 22 hours a day. I can only take them off if I am having something to eat or if I'm having something to drink that's not... I need to get water. I didn't bring any water. Or some water. So, yeah. But, yeah, there's no, like, it's just capped onto my teeth. You can also see... Actually, you can kind of see there. You see this little lump? These are little bindings that they put on so that this clips on nicely. Yeah, 20 to 22 hours is a long time. I've lost my glasses. I don't know where my glasses are. Completely don't know where my glasses are. I'm not allowed to do that, Portal. If you take them out for 90 minutes, like basically if you have them out for like more than an hour, you're only really meant to have them out 30 minutes at a time. But anything more than an hour and you can undo like a week's worth of work. It's crazy. While they're still shifting, yeah. I'm just going to quickly refill my water. We're just going to do a chatting stream today. It's not going to be super long because, honestly, I have things to do. And I know that I've got 2 really fun streams coming up this weekend. So I thought we could just do a fun chatty one. If you have any questions about Bannerfall and like our characters or like the stories, or if there's any particular clips that you want to see, like and want to watch together, let me know. But yeah, we're just going to be chatting today. And Bannerfall's just like a good topic to talk about. When's the next Bannerfall stream? I'm going to throw myself in the river because it's not now. I wish it was. All right, Mary from my Actually, chat, I will say, the thing I hate most about these is I can't just snack all day. Hi, baby. Why do you look so shocked? Why do you look so shocked, Mr. Bears? I can't just snack all day. How depressing is that? Bannerfall same time next week. Cam, you want me to say you? I know a little bit of this on. Ooh. Ooh. Why not? Wow, that made 0 difference. Whose suggestion was it to do a Yuri full ending? So me and Beck spoke about like what the options for the ending. I'll zoom you back in a bit now, actually, now that we've kind of got the window sorted a bit. We spoke about the different options for the ending, and we were like, right, well, we're either both dying or it's a happy ending. Like, there's no other ending other than we're both dying or a happy ending. Yeah, I went and sat in the sun for 4 hours, Macy, I can't lie to you. And the reason we went with the happy ending is because we were like, we've played this whole series very light, very fluffy. And we have had some like angsty or lore moments, like story beats. But generally, I would say we played it very fun and lighthearted, and it just didn't feel right to then end it really depressing. As much as I'm sure like some of you would have eaten that up. Sorry, I'm trying to push on one of it. I'm sure some of you would have eaten that up. But it just didn't seem right. Like, it didn't feel like it fit the story, right, that we'd kind of been telling. And don't get me wrong, like, we heavily considered it. We were like, okay, there's a world where we do Romeo and Juliet. But it just, also Cam, obviously, if it was the enemy kingdom, it would have been you. It would have been you. I really enjoyed the dynamic with your parents. I thought the letter was so powerful. So my question is, which male mage from the Red Kingdom? Cam! It's you. It's you, obviously. I laughed so much because someone took the screenshot from when we were at the gates, and I whispered to you, "Hey, baby," and then you said hi. Like, you'd said, like, "Hey, cutie," or something. I said, "Hey, baby." "Hey, loser." I want you to do 2 big meows for me. And someone screenshotted it and said, "What is Soup for Eloise even about?" And the answer is, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Just me and Cam, we get silly. Why is it that even good-looking women only see things about themselves that they need improving? I don't know. I think we all are our biggest self-critics, or at least a lot of people are. I suppose if you're a narcissist, you're obviously not. But, like, I think there are some things that, like, I've learned to live with. Like, this is not Bannerfall. Like, I have a big forehead. I used to hate it. Used to hate it so much. I don't care anymore. But my teeth, like, the overlap was something that I was just like, it's only ever going to get worse as I get older, too. So, also like this. It's called a mucocele or mucocell. That's on my lip. I don't care about that. It's just really prominent at the moment because I accidentally bit it. So whimsy. Yeah, I think me and Beck we were like, it's just going to be fun. Let's do a fun ending. We're fortunate that because Beck got asked to be queen, we had no idea that was happening, by the way. Because Beck got asked to be queen, it made our story ending make a lot more sense. Cam, I've said you already. Your old someone's excellent. My question is in 2 parts. Why did you choose a swan? And the second bit I've already answered. You. I chose a swan because it looks cool. Guys, here's the thing. Most of the answers I have for you are, it looks cool. Owen was meant to send me something. And he hasn't. He was meant to send me my final creaking message. Do you have my creaking message? He was meant to send it to me and he hasn't. Because I wanted to show it to you guys. I'm also just going to ask in here. Yeah, I just chose a swan because it was fun. No, oops, hee. Yeah, I chose a swan because I just thought they're cool. And, like, I wanted some kind of, like, animal, and swan, like, felt like it made sense with kind of, like, being an air mage. With a lot of lesbian media ends and tragedies, for it to actually have a happy ending, even with setbacks such as some of her parents, is really lovely. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, I didn't want to bury your gaze. I didn't want to do it. It's boring. If you couldn't have been a mage, would you have been a rogue or a knight? Probably a rogue, because I love to double jump climb. Genuinely, that is the main answer there. Was it Owen who came up with the idea to trick back into thinking you thought the letter was cringe? Yeah. he messages me and goes, "Are you available? I need you to record a line, an audio line." And I go, "Yes." Send me the script. And he sends me the script. And I go, "Wow, that's evil." And he goes, "Hee hee." And I waited joyously until Beck got played that by the Creaking King. It was Owen's idea. I would never plan something so mean for Sir Beck. Hardly any SMP ends happily, so it was a nice change. Good. I'm glad. I fear me and Beck just can't have a sad ending. I think it would make us both too sad. I genuinely, if like Sir Beck died, Mage L would not have carried on. The war. I think the general impression is that the two kingdoms are very much still enemies, but I think because I think in storytelling generally the whole point of fighting, like you have these things where like two parties are at war of some kind or in fight, and then they have to join together to defeat a greater evil. And generally I think the point of that in storytelling is that the two sides then go, "Oh, we're being petty and ridiculous. Like there's worse problems, so let's be friends again, or let's be friends now." And I think there is an element of that in Bannerfall. I mean, this is at least my interpretation, that it's not so much that like they're now friends. They aren't. They're not going to be best friends now. But I think it's sort of implied that it becomes more of an ongoing rivalry rather than an ongoing all-out war. Like, they were on the brink of war, they were attacking each other. I think it now goes more to like, okay, well, when I see you at the jousting tournament next week, our night's going to be better than yours. And being like, each other's enemies in a less heavy way. And this is obviously never to say that in 100 years it wouldn't go all awry, but at least with the current kingdoms, it's more of a rivalry, an enemy base that isn't like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you next week" kind of thing. God, it really is bright. Less murder, more insults. Yeah. Are there any people you wish your character interacted more in Bannerfall? Yeah. Honestly, I wish I had more time with 4C, but 4C and I were generally not on at the same time, because when we did interact, it set up some really nice little plot points. It was really fun. Like 4C and that final one breaking me into red, just because the stream, like a couple streams before, we just joked around. It was really nice. But I wish I guess, had more time with, like Scott. We mucked around a bit, but like I don't think we had that much in character time. I would honestly say the people I spent the most time with were Beck, Cam, and DeWine. Like I spent a lot of time with Cam. Admittedly, that time was me just being like, "Go away, you're stupid," but it was very fun. Yeah, I love hanging out with 4C. He's very fun. Was you calling Cam a Chud King a mainly out of character thing? No, I was in character. In character, your character hated Matt. No, she loves you like a very annoying little brother. Well, actually, no, she temporarily really didn't like you because you gave her the plague and you weren't fixing it. But I think once you kind of fixed it, she was like, "Oh, wait, this guy's not so bad. Like, he's trying." But I think she's never gonna let you breathe. Like, I think her relationship with Cam is like, she's never letting you breathe, man. She's never letting you have a moment. It's not happening. I think by the end is quite affectionate towards you. Like, obviously with Cam's character now being Beck's right-hand man, like, what kinds of dynamics other people do you want to explore in future SMPs, or we should explore more in this one? I wish me and Beck had done more kissing. No. I don't know, it was quite nice having enemies. It was quite nice having people that like you don't automatically just jump into like friendship with. Like there is that natural dynamic of like, oh, we aren't immediately going to get on, or at least we don't have reason to. And I think that's fun. I think that's very fun. And I would like to explore that more. Like I don't know, it's nice having that. I think it just adds an interesting dynamic that I've not really had before. Did you know Plague was going to happen? No, not until it was already happening. And then Cam told me what that was all about. And I was like, I hate your ass. Like, I can't believe you've given us all the Plague. Yeah. I can't believe you've given us all the plague. It was fun though. It added something to the series, so I liked it. Did you IRL ever find out about the LA actually died? Genuinely, no. I did not know until last week that it was actually not Martin who killed the LA. I did not realize the person who did it was Katie. I didn't know. And I still don't even know what exactly happened there. I still don't know. This is really annoying me that like I can't just... It's just struggling. This camera is struggling today. Was the plague planned from the start? I don't know. I think kind of. So Cam did a lot. I'm going to see if I can... I know Cam did a lot of planning for his character while we were skiing because he had a really sore throat and so didn't come out with us on some of the days. I'm seeing if that helps. I think it's just making me darker and then not actually fixing the background is the problem. But no, we didn't know. And I don't know how much of it was planned from the start. It's kind of better. It's just now I look quite dark. No, it's not better at all. Guys, it's just completely back to normal. I was hoping for a chat between you and Cherry about the LA, or did that happen? We kind of spoke about it, but I think Cherry wanted to move her character away from that whole plot point, because I think the LA was meant to sort of start as like a jokey thing, and it got turned into something quite serious, and I think Cherry was like, I don't want to attach my character too much to that. Just because like there was a portion of time where it became all people referred to Cherry's character as, and I think she was like, no, I've got my whole own plot. So we didn't sort of speak about it more towards the end because I kind of wanted to respect that she didn't want that to be the only thing like anybody really spoke to her about. But we did have some conversations like it, you know. Oh no, Jean, that's not so good. Oh, Jean, that's no. Who would I have walking down the aisle? I don't know. I mean, I guess she would still probably reach out to her parents. Like, Mage L doesn't, like, hate her parents. I'm going to see if I can fix this again. Is that going back the wrong way? Do you know what? We're sitting at this. It's fine. I'd rather be too bright than not bright enough. Who would be the maid of honor? I don't know. Well, that was weird. Oh, I don't know. I honestly probably... I imagine Cam would be... the Bex on Beck's side. It would probably be like a wine, honestly, because we spoke quite a bit. I don't know. Garnet 2. Garnet 2's the flower girl. I don't know. So I added this point with the... Oh, we have the final Creaking King message. They didn't play on the stream because it broke. I added this element with her parents because I felt that like our story that we'd had sort of there wasn't any trial. There were no trials and tribulations really. Well, obviously being from Enemy Kingdoms, but like I wanted there to be something. Like it couldn't just be that, oh, it's not accepted in the kingdoms. And I think, like, obviously, with the story started with her parents, like, being very overbearing. And that's why she'd only just been really out and about in the Blue Kingdom. And I felt like it made natural sense for these parents to sort of be, particularly the mother, to be the type to be like, oh, following my footsteps, very traditional lifestyle. And I wanted it to be that. I don't actually think her parents are evil. I think they probably would accept her. But I think it's one of those where it's like they wouldn't maybe inherently understand it to begin with. Like I haven't just written it as like, oh, they're horrible evil. Every universe, Gene. I'm gonna see now if Owen has... Thank you. Wonderful, thank you. Owen has sent me what the final creaking messages are. And I've also not seen these. So can I... this is going to be really annoying. Can I do restart? Okay, browse. Downloads. Problematic creaking. Okay, oh, pause it. Bring it here. I'm going to have to, like, sit behind chat. Oh, do you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just copy and then paste. Bring it there. Okay, and then we bring it here. I've not seen this yet. Oh, there's our Creaking King. Yes, it didn't run. Oh, that's mean! That's so mean! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so mean! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm kind of low-key glad I didn't get that. Oh my god, that's awful. Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't play on the day. I think a few things broke because so much was happening. A few things broke. Would you have been more hesitant? Probably not. I think at this point, it's like... I think at this point, it's like... Mage Beck and... Sir Beck and Mage Ella are like very set on their choice that they've made. And I don't think there would have been any deterring that. But I think like... I think like, because at this point she's already decided like, I don't care what my mother, like what gains my mother's approval. She's already like, yeah, she wants me to like marry off and stop practicing my craft. Like she's already like, I'm not listening to that. She's already like, I'm not doing it. I'm not listening to that. So I don't think it would have made a huge amount of difference. I just think like maybe it would have broken her morale a little bit for the fight. But I don't think it would have changed anything really. Also, the Cretan King is lying. Like the Cretan King lies. It makes things up to feed off of your fear and your weakness. So like, I think at this point they've kind of clocked that because Becca's overheard a conversation that didn't happen. They're like, okay, this is our biggest op. Like he's just trying to get in our heads. But it is very interesting. I'm both sad and glad that didn't play on the day. I felt so bad because do you know what? It feels bad because Katie was getting. If you don't know Katie's message, Katie is basically offered a deal by the Creaking King to swap her and Nom's places, and so that like Nom is freed from the Creaking King's curse. And she has a choice to make of like, are you going to take this deal? Meanwhile, most of us, like several of us, things didn't play and we're like stuck in like this. I was stuck in that void. Or like a few of us obviously had like messages like that, but they're much shorter. So we were all waiting on Katie to make this decision. I was like literally sat in just darkness for 5+ minutes. I was like, I don't know what's happening. And so I felt bad. We were all like, hey, whoever has a decision to make, can you do it? And then afterwards, I see what the decision is. And I'm like, oh yeah, I see why Katie was taking her time. I see now. I would probably have been taking my time too. But we did need to move on with the day. Yeah. Yeah. It was, it was interesting. Interesting. Yeah, it's so messed up. I was, oh, why have I got, oh, I know. Yeah, it was a sad ending. It is very funny though watching the like dichotomy of endings with like Beck having probably the best day ever, and then Katie and like Scott and Forsyth having the worst day ever. Meanwhile Beck's like, yay! Yay, I have a wife. Yay, yay, I'm the queen. Yay, I'm a horse. It's so funny. It's very funny. Very, very funny. Also, like, I think it needs to be said the Cretan King is dead. Like, dead. Like, you don't need to worry about that anymore. Like, the Cretan King in its state as it is dead. Like it like, yeah. For now. Yes. So it's kind of like, yeah, the implication is that like it can always come back, but it's not like immediately gonna come back. Because I think there was some confusion about whether it was like fully gone or it's gonna choose a new host, etc. And I believe the interpretation is meant to be that it is gone. That's why like Nom dies. Yeah, it's not going to be Bannerfall. It's just like they have the power universe kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, Pochi is a snoozy boy. Cover your eyes, it's bright. Oh, little tummy tickle. Oh, baby. Last night we went to go see Project Hail Mary, and then when we got back, Pochi was meowing at the door, and I've decided I'm never leaving him ever again. I can never leave my house. I did leave my house today, but like, yeah, I think D&D one shots would be fun. It would be very fun. Oh, my teeth hurt, guys. My teeth hurt. My teeth hurt. Do you think if there wasn't the blueprints, Elsewhere would change a bit? I do feel that without something just dropped. Without the blueprints, I don't know. Sorry, it sounds like something like opened in the kitchen, not in a spooky way, just in a like, I want to make sure something's not about to fall over way. I do feel that like without the blueprints, it would have been much harder to find cause for Mage L to fight the Red Kingdom, because at that point, like the the blueprints allowed for it to be like she has a reason to not like this other side. Like they have allowed like this attack, like this little creature or child she has to die, and then like no one has really seen any consequence for it. And I think I think that it would make it harder. I think ultimately, like, the fact that the Red Kingdom are like, oh, actually, we stand by Sausage, even though Sausage is threatening to, like, essentially kill us all. And being like, oh, it's the same as Nom. Meanwhile, we're like, no, Nom made one mistake taking the stuff from the Creaking to try and fix the plague. Sausage has actively been feeding this thing. I think that would have been enough to be like, hey, we're gonna have to fight you guys because you're like going to put all of our lives in danger. But I think it would have been harder. It was nice to have like a personal fuel outside of that to be like, no, I have my own investment here. You've also personally done me wrong. So it was nice. I still think it wouldn't have changed. Like, she wouldn't have been neutral, or she wouldn't have not fought for blue, because ultimately they were backing Sausage, who was trying to kill everyone. But I think it was just nice to have that additional motivation. It is fun. It is fun. It is fun to do this as my job. I've just drawn pencil all over me. I'm very grateful for my job. Very grateful. It is fun. It is a fun, grand old time. I am glad for it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think Bannerfall was so good. People wrote such wonderful stories. Sometimes oh my god. Sorry, that just fell underneath. I don't know if I could order them, really. I think there's a lot of people who are just on the same level. I also, like, I guess I wouldn't really want to order them because I think there's a level where some of the characters my character wasn't as close to, but not because of anything to do with plot or characters, just purely because we don't stream at the same time. We just didn't happen to be on the same days or the same hours. And like, I wouldn't want to be like, oh yeah, they're not close with so-and-so, because it's like, well, they might have been. But like IRL got in the way kind of thing. Like our IRL time zones got in the way. So yeah, it's one of those where it's like, I guess I don't want to. I mean, I would definitely say, obviously, of course, like Beck and Elle are the closest. I would actually say Elle and Cam, as much as that she went through that period where she's like, I hate you, you're not doing your job. I think she has that fondness for him. In the Blue Kingdom, like, I think she looks up to Scott a lot. She's like, sees a fellow mage and is like, hey, you're cool. Like, you know what you're doing. And I think like any of the mages, like Shan, she's like, hey, like, oh, we're doing our magic together. I think I would have loved to have spent more time with Shan. I think they could have been quite like similar souls. So I would have loved to have spent more time with Shan. I think it's interesting. I wouldn't say she's close. We spent a lot of time, but I would not say like my character. Sorry, saying my eye. I wouldn't say my character was close with Knight Owain, because they just have such differing views on the world. Like, I would say he is the only knight who is actually sworn to being a knight. Like, even Beck, she's very loyal. But even then, she realizes, she's like, oh, I don't have to just be a knight. Like, I there are other parts to me. I have, like, you know, in her relationship with the mage. My baby. I would say he is the most dedicated to the Blue Kingdom, and I think there's no world where Mage Elle would be so dedicated. So, like, to a point, almost, I don't want to say blindly dedicated. He has his cause and his reason, but like to that level of like unwavering, just completely unwavering. And like, obviously she wouldn't be able to tell him that like, I love Beck, by the way. Like, he would just not accept that at all. I think she had a soft spot for 4C. I think she saw him as this silly little guy. She was very sad with his departure from the Blue Kingdom. As much as we were joking around in the Rue Bar, there was a genuineness there of like, please don't join the Red Kingdom. Like, I know you have cause, like, you think you are hated here, but you are not. You are not hated by everyone here. And like, I'm glad that got to play out in the final stream. Awesome. Oh, awesome. Okay. Who is your favorite POW character you've played? Ooh. Honestly, I have to say my rat, just because I love doing the art. But I would say I liked... So, in terms of things that I did, I would say my rat, because I loved doing the art. It was so, so fun. I loved getting to play that role of having my little art gallery. I loved that when we went to France, I got to speak French to Blithers and everything like that. I loved that. But I would say in terms of character, I love my swan page. Because she's a swan, so she's a bit nippy. Like, she's kind of mean to Cam at times. She's like, what are you doing? Why are you not doing your job properly? Like, she hisses, man. She hisses, but never in like, okay, it wasn't all the time. But like, she's kind of more opinionated and strong-willed because she is a swan. And I love the difference between that and the softness for Beck. And I think, yeah, it was just very fun to play that. I love to get to play like talking to the knights and being like, well, I don't know, like, you really think everyone's gonna die? Like, does that not seem crazy? I don't know. It was fun. It was more complex. She was a more complex character. Like, she isn't one. Like, yeah, she's a bit bitchy at times. Like, she's, you know, I would say she's my most favorite character in terms of personality, I would say my art rat like is my favorite character to have played in terms of what I got to do, what I got up to. You know, and I really liked the dynamic in this of me and Beck being on opposing like kingdoms. It was really fun. It added a dynamic that we've not had before. Like it's always been easy. I loved the moments when I got to sneak over to Beck's and she'd be like, "What are you doing here?" And I'd be like, "Shh." Was it hard to it wasn't me doing the convincing, guys, it was Beck. I didn't ask. I knew because I knew Beck had. And I was like, look, if it can happen, that'd be great. But yeah, Beck did a lot of convincing. Yeah. If it was a book, I'd read it low key, honestly. Honestly. Yeah, she was a bit of a diva. I love that. I love that for her. Yeah, I'm really glad we got to turn Beck into a horse, though. I was so excited when I got the message when I started stream from Owen being like, hey, you have a unique thing on your polymorph. And I knew it was the horse. And I was waiting all stream to be like, I cannot wait until the end of the stream when I get to turn Beck into a horse. Because we knew we were doing like the betrothal. So I knew Beck would be like, hey, so do you want to get married? And then I would be like, yes, also, I'm turning you into a horse. I knew Sir Beck was about to have the best day of her life. So it was just, I was so excited. And I'm very thankful for the amount of like off the cuff work Owen did with the coding for this. Because when I was like, hey, when we were joking around in the park hall and I was like, hey, it'd be funny if I actually could explode. And he just did it. Just did it. And I'm like, thank you. Getting to turn Beck into a horse made that work because it wasn't as simple as the others, just made it work. The amount of like extra bits and bobs he threw in there, making it so that Beck's like night guardianship also affected me. I was so grateful for all these extra bits he did to make our lore better. Like even coding the plague, that's so cool. To make it so that we randomly coughed. And the fact that like it just happened out of nowhere, I just suddenly go, yeah. Have you seen the animatic of you blowing up in front of Beck and Scott? Yes, it is incredible. The emotions portrayed in that animatic, oh my god, I'm obsessed. It's so funny. It was so heartwarming then to see just you, Luann, Owen, and Beck running around being peaceful with her as a horse. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the feather dropping. And I can't pick them up. I can't pick the feathers up. Someone else has to pick them up. That was coded in for Beck, by the way. As in, like, the reason my character drops feathers was so that Beck could pick them up. That was the only reason it was coded in. There is no further purpose to that other than we wanted it that Beck could pick them up. That was it. A lot of mine and Beck's character creation is just forming the crumbs of our love. Yeah, when Beck added the feather in her hair, it's so cute. The Becky mob went crazy each and every time. Yeah, you guys love that stuff. And it made me really happy. Oh, to be fair, yeah, the fact that, like, yeah, when Luann stood on chests, they couldn't open them. But also, like, Luann got to enjoy the feathers as well, which made me happy. Hi, Pyro! How you doing, friend? How you doing? We had some Australia weather today, man. It's 22 degrees. Warm, sunny, beautiful blue skies. You would have loved it. How you doing? I hope you're well. We're just chatting today. We're doing a little short chatty stream. Been talking about Bannerfall a bit. I'm sad. Thank you, man. Thank you. It was a blast. I'm really going to miss it. I don't know what I'm going to do now that I don't have a POW series to stream. I guess I'm just going to turn into a miserable husk. I'm sad I didn't get to see more of your character. I wasn't on that day. It was actually I will say the only downside to Bannerfall is it came at a time when I suddenly got very busy. I had, sorry, Ollie's texting me from the plane. I had a good start where I was like, oh, hey, I'm free all the time. And then mid-offs happened, and I do not regret doing mid-offs. It was awesome. Really, really fun. And incredibly stressful. But like there was a solid week where I just couldn't really play Bannerfall. Like, I genuinely woke up and just did mid-off practice, and I was streaming, I did mid-off practice. Like, I really didn't get to do much Bannerfall, and then I got to do more Bannerfall, and then I just had like a bunch of IRL things happening. So it was like I had to go down to London like every week in March. There was something I was going down to London for, and then Beck moved, and I was like, well, I'd be silly not to like spend time with her because her moving is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Okay, maybe not the best thing that's ever happened, but like, it's up there, guys. It's very much up there. So like there were a few like IRL things that I think got in the way. Yeah, we have an IRL stream with Beck and Owen on Saturday. We're doing baking. I have to buy a blindfold actually. Pirates SMP2. Oh my god, there was so much code that went into Pirates. Yeah, I mean, that was the only downside is like I ended up having a March that was very busy, and that kind of took away from some of the time I could have been on. Yeah, true, Sarah. Best thing that ever happened to her, not her moving in with her boyfriend. Hey, I said it was up there. I said it was up there. Also, like, yeah, I'm very happy to be living with Ollie. Do I think it's the best thing that ever happened? Not the best thing. It's one of the best things. But guys, I have an office that's in the living room. It would be the best thing that ever happened if I also had my own separate office space. I don't. So, you know, that's the house's fault, not Ollie's fault. Pochi is one of the best things that ever happened to me. Ollie is one of the best things that ever happened to me. There are many best things. Beck moving and finally getting to be in a city with two of my very best friends in the world is definitely up there. Oh man, my teeth hurt. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Today might be a bit more of a... Oh, thank you. I've just shoved them in my mouth. Thank you. Today might be a bit more of a shorter stream also because my teeth hurt. Hopefully by the weekend, it should ease up a little bit. I only got these yesterday, so by the weekend it should ease up a little bit and they shouldn't hurt as much, but it's just like early days. It just ache. It just ache, man. It hurts. But yeah, you know, no, but not everybody can move. It will get expensive here. It'll get expensive. I like my cheap rent. You just finished your Invisalign course. You get the final appointment on Friday. Oh my god, Beanie, how long was yours? And how was it? Please say really good. Guys, it is such a weird ache. Like, it's not like an ache it's not like, I don't know. Like when I woke up this morning, I've never had my teeth be tender before. Like they feel bruised. It's like a bruise feeling. Like it feels like I got a bruise back here that's like being pressed on. I got them yesterday. I just have my front two teeth. Genuinely, you cannot tell on camera. Like if I do that, you can't tell. But you can tell if you take pictures. My front two teeth are overlapped. So I wanted to get them sorted. Also, like, my top teeth are all in line, but they're very close together. So part of the Invisalign treatment will be, like, spacing them, like, creating little gaps between them so there's less pressure. I have wisdom teeth on my top. Which, this one covers it slightly, but not on this side. It's not big enough. It's not through yet. Is it spenny? Yes. My bank account wishes that I didn't do it because now I have no money. Oh, can you try Pokemon set? I'm live, my love, but I will open up the tab, of course. Not orc, of course. For you, anything. Ollie just texted me like, hey, can you go in the Pokemon Center queue, please? He's like, can you go in the Pokemon Center queue? If you're live, you don't have to. I'm doing it because I love him. Sorry, guys. I've got to open up the Pokemon Center queue. Pokemon Center. I am human. Yes. Select all the gardening tools. None of these. Is that a hose? That's an AI created hose. That's more hoses. That is the back rooms. You can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm in the virtual queue to get to the Pokemon Center. Okay. How far in the queue am I? 7 hours. 7 hours. Whoa, Liz, thank you for the Invisalign funds. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was expensive, guys. I have no money anymore. I have no money anymore. Yeah, 7-hour queue. Keep this window open. Yeah, 7-hour queue. Look, I'll give it a go. It's gone up. It's gone up, guys. It's gone up. It went up to 8 hours. It went up to 8 hours. How does it go up? That's so funny. That's really funny. Why'd it go up? They're all on the flight. The Pokemon Wonders are all on the flight, and they've got all of us in the Discord trying on this queue. Oh my god. Well. Wow. Hi, Joe.
No way this site breaks
Thanks
for 8 hours, I'm
subbing.
sure.
No way this site breaks. 8 hours? I'm sat. Guys, 8-hour stream. Who's ready? We're going to sit in the queue together. We're not really. I have things that I have to do. Hey, guys, it's gone up again. It's now 8 hours, 25 minutes. It's gone up again. Just in case you were wondering how the queue's going, it's gone up. I don't know how I'm getting pushed further back in the queue, but I am. He's not getting those cards. No. No, he's not. He's not getting those cards now. I'm going to give it a go, though. New version for Subathon. Pokemon Q. Honestly, I can guarantee you all the stuff has probably already sold out. Most likely. Oh, smutchy smares. You are so cutie bears. Ollie has asked me to get in a Pokemon queue while he is on the flight. Hydrate, thank you. How long is that on for? Guys! Oh, I need to tell you about a holy, oh my god, it's gone up to 8 hours, 46 minutes. How? Hello. Guys, there is, so if you do exclamation mark holy, there you go, Sarah's done it. They currently have an offer that you can stack on top of my code. It's a stackable offer. It's a stackable offer. So if you do the 10, you get £10 off the starter set. Yeah, it's gone up to 9 hours. I'm blaming you. If you get the starter set with Holy, you get £10 off at the moment until the 3rd of May. But you can also use my code on top of it. So you get like an extra £5 off. So you get like £15 off the starter kit, which I believe includes one of these, I think, or at least includes a shaker. Very cool. So if you're wanting to get, it's gone above 9 hours. If you're wanting to get Holy, literally do it now before the 3rd of May, because there's a very good deal. I actually gave my friend Jack some of the dragon fruit one because he wanted to try some Holy, and he loved it. He loved it. Which kit is best? Let me open up a different tab. And Holy, I think it's just that it's the starter kit specifically. It's the starter kit specifically that has the £10 off. £10 off starter set deluxe. Okay, it's the shaker. Let me click. Oh, I would recommend, okay, personally, I'm a Holy Hydration fan. I love the Holy Hydration, so, I mean, you'll get all of them. But I love the hydration. That's my favorite. You either get a shaker or you can pay a little bit extra and you can get the thermo shakers, which are these. This is my favorite design, but they also have a purple one. The purple one's very cute. They've got a blue one and they've got like a yellow and pink one and this one. What I love is that they actually, I feel like they're I feel like sometimes when people release like drinks brands, they're either like boy, black, red, orange, blah, blah. And then they'll be like, girly, pink, anime girl, bunny. And I'm like, can we just have like this? It doesn't feel like overtly gendered, which is why I like Holy, because their stuff is just like, they just do loads of cute designs. They just do loads of nice designs. And I like that because I don't feel like they're trying to hone in on the gamer boy. I like it. Yeah, they have a checkered one that's purple, which is really cute. But they have like a blue stripy one that reminds me of like ice cream bands. Cloud, thank you for the bibbies. Yeah, like I just feel like they don't do it gendered, which is nice. But yeah, you can get the starter bundle, which comes with all of the types of drinks they do. And if you did upgrade to this £15 one, basically, this would be free. Like this would become free in the bundle. Like it would be the same. You wouldn't pay the upgrade fee for getting this because you can currently get £15 off using their £10 off and then my £5 off, which is kind of W. Oh man, my teeth. 9 hours 26, boys. 9 hours 26. You're not boys, actually. Only some of you. You have a lot of money for some reason, perhaps your best. I do recommend it. Honestly, I recommend it solely for the bottle, guys. The drinks are good too, but this is my favorite bottle ever. Okay. I'm gonna have to cook dinner soon. So I'm just tying up my lip liner. Doing my lip liner. If you get Ollie's your brother chef, Eloise trying as well. Okay. We're all being assigned. We're being assigned people to try and get Pokemon things for. Feel like I'm in it. Yeah, it's warm today. It's warm. I have no money right now. I got Invisalign. That's what I spent my money on. And I'm going to be feeling that one forever. Yeah, they don't play about Pokemon. They don't. Yeah, I'll put a word in. It would be really funny if I actually did just email your manager, like, please, give them work, pay them nicely, please. It sounds like a crazy operation. Yeah, it's because like scalpers have caused there to be loads of bots, and now it's really hard to actually get hold of the Pokemon stuff. It's kind of a shame. It's stupid. I've spent also all my money. Oh my god, we booked flights last night. Expensive for a 40-minute flight. Yeah, missing a GCSE is worth going to TwitchCon. But who uses GCSEs aside for the rest of your life? I'm sorry that your GCSEs are in the way. I'm sorry. 400 quid from Newcastle. It was a lot. It was a lot for us, considering it is such a short flight. Ow. Oh my god. It's just so short, guys. It's just so short. I'd rather swim. Honestly, I reckon you could do that. I'm not a strong swimmer, so sadly I'm forced to fly. Oh my god, sorry. It just hurts. I really can't. Do you know what? The worst bit about this is by the time it stops hurting, I have to put a new tray in. These are called trays. And it's going to hurt again because each time you get a new tray, it hurts. Scott did save me from drowning that one time. I am actually not a very good swimmer. I was very scared as a child. which is funny because I played a swan who is a very good swimmer. Who from Red Kingdom would you have liked more scenes with? Cam, because I like hanging out with it. Katie, actually, genuine. My answer to this is Katie. I really liked whenever we did interact. Katie, I think, plays with the same sort of lightheartedness that I play with, but also serious. Like can turn on this, can be serious, like can turn on the serious when needed. So like I feel like I wish I had more time with Katie because I feel like we're very similar kind of vibes in that sense. I think would have had a lot of fun whenever we did interact. It was a blast, and I would have loved to have known more of her side of that storyline. Especially with like my interest in Beck, it would have been nice to like be like, oh, okay, so you know, what about you, Katie the Brave? What's your deal? Like, you're a knight, so like Beck went to Knight Academy. Where did you go? Kind of thing. Oh, I think my mouth's bleeding. So yeah, I would have loved to spend more time with Katie. Definitely. Definitely. Oh. Yeah. I think Katie would have been my person I'd like to spend more time with. She's very funny. She's very funny. Guys, we've gone down to 8 minutes 45. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh, Beanie. I mean, you can still make for the sake of creating. That's still fun. But it is definitely nice to be able to take them to like cons and stuff and like actually have a place to put them and like do something with them. But it's still fun to create. Because you're never down. No, 8 hours, 45 minutes. It's always worth having a good scarf. Ow. It's always worth having a good scarf. Isn't that right, Podge? Yes. Oh, scritch or scratch. Oh, dear. She wasn't scratching, he was stretching. Oh, oh, little baby boy. He just sleep. He sleep and then he run around. Do I think I'll be misadventuring again? I mean, probably. It's kind of like, I much prefer to play with other people, so it's kind of dependent on other people's availability, which obviously with the Hermitcraft event wiping out like a week for a lot of the players, I don't know, but I would like to. Oh my god, hi Jack. Hey Jack, how you doing? We're in this queue together. How long do you have on your wait time? Are you ahead of me? If so, get out the way. Get out the way. Oh, you know what? Genuinely, Sarah, yes. If the dates have... Oh, you're ahead of me. If the dates have changed, then potentially I will probably be in touch with the person who runs it and have a look then, if the dates have changed. Because originally I couldn't because I am probably in Ireland. Life is Strange. Potentially not this week as we have streams planned, but maybe next week. I feel bad because guys, I'm going to be having to squeeze streams in April. I am once again in London all of the time. At this point, I'm in London so much next month. We're going to be there might be honestly, I'm debating it in my head right now whether I just formally take a week off streams in April so that I don't like try and overpromise, because I have this 1 week where I am down in London twice in the space of a week, but I also have to do some other traveling in between that slot. So I potentially might just like take it as a week off, because the traveling I'm doing for the other bits is work travel. So there's a potential world where I just take a week off to be like, hey, I'm just not going to stream because it's easier than telling you that I'm doing this day for like 1 hour and, you know. But yeah, there's like this 1 week. There's so much. It's all really fun stuff. It's all really fun stuff. All very exciting things that I'm getting to do. And like I've got a new short form series on YouTube and like Instagram that'll be coming that I really hope you guys like. It's more Minecraft focused, but it's like Minecraft IRL, so I really hope you like it. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a week off to be like, guys, go do your jobs and revise and do all of those things. I don't know. I don't know, Charlotte Tilbury Wise. The person who I worked with the most at Charlotte Tilbury has actually moved on to a different job. So I don't know. Hopefully. I'd like that. Disrespectful for Northerners, real. I'm in London so much. It's good though. It's all good stuff. Like, yeah, it's like I'm filming a new YouTube short series that like requires me to travel. There's events that I'm getting to do that are very exciting. And I'm trying to make more short form content on events so that you guys can kind of feel involved with those a little bit more. Like I tried to do Instagram posts, but I'd really like to I'd really like to do more reels and things like that from events so you guys get to feel like you're actually getting something from them and seeing what I'm up to rather than just like me being like, hey, I went down and did this. But it's kind of hard. It's working out what's good content. And the good note is get out of my kitchen. Yeah, I did that one time and now I just think it's a really funny way to finish stream. Hi! Oh, it is boyfriend. It is boyfriend. We are boyfriend together. Hi, babe. I hope your flight's safe. I hope you're really comfy in your really nice seat. I miss you. Would I ever do vlogs? Yeah, honestly, I think I would. I think I would do mini vlogs, though. I don't know if my life is interesting enough to do vlogs that are more than, like, 2 minutes long. The plane is about to move. I hope it does the safest, most fun moving ever. Yeah, I think they would probably be quite short mini vlogs because I genuinely do not think I'm interesting enough. Vlog of just Beck and I will be doing a Bob Ross stream next month, so that'll be really fun. We're gonna do some painting together, which I'm really excited for. We'll do some Bob Rossing. I'm trying to do a lot more like streams with my friends kind of vibe. So yeah, guys, my teeth hurt. Oh, they just hurt so much. But yeah, trying to anyway. Just trying to do more silly streams. Make use of the fact that I have friends and a boyfriend who does content. So that and they're here. Yeah, it's not. Honestly, within 2 months, it will probably be worth it. Like this will be fixed, and like after that, it's refinements. Hopefully, it should be. We are planning to do more of the Are We There Yet map. Yes. Hopefully next week. Actually, I'm going to message Beck and Owen now, and go, are we there yet next week? Are we there yet next week? Question mark. Because I would like to do that very much. What is up with the teeth? I have Invisalign. Nothing's really up with them. My front one just overlaps, and I wanted to get it fixed. And also, I have a bit of an overbite, and this will just sort of like, basically the way it fixes an overjet is like, my teeth are kind of pointed. They are mostly pointed down, but they are slightly pointed out, and it will just point them in just a teeny tiny bit, but you only need to make tiny minor adjustments to make it feel like there's a difference. Because right now, like, it just is quite, I don't know. It's not as bad when I've got the aligner on because it doesn't allow me to. But yeah, that's why. Yeah, I'm really excited. We'll probably do some more Are We There Yet soon. 6 hours. 6 hours in the queue now. Well, 6 hours 54. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, Are We There Yet is such a good game. It's just so silly. And the time we played it last, oh my god, it just went so wrong. Yeah, brunch trio. The gang. I love my little guys. No, Cloud, oh my god. You need to wear your retainer. You should. At night, at least. The problem is once you stop doing it, to do it again is so hard. It's so hard to then go back and do it again. Our trio name is Brunch Trio, which I think came from like soup, orange juice, and then Beck we decided was like like breakfast. So it was like brunch. Because like soup is a lunch item. Oh my god, yeah, we were so baby. I feel like I have glowed up a lot. You know, people are like, oh, you're mid to late 20s, scary, you're gonna start looking old. And I'm like, no, I just look good. Like, I look good in comparison to my early 20s. I'm kind of jealous for the girlies who already look good in their early 20s. I did not. Like, I didn't look bad, but like, I just didn't know how to do my makeup in a way that suited me because the trends were very intense. And like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably look back in 5 years and be like, okay, why did you like dress like that or something? But like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you grow into your features a bit more in your like mid-20s. You start to kind of like grow into your face, I think. Whereas, and it looks more balanced out. 5 hours 34, by the way, guys. You just look more balanced. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Look, if you feel, like what I'm saying is, if you feel like an ugly duckling now, don't worry. You will be a beautiful swan. You will be a beautiful swan. But mostly, you know, you probably are still a beautiful swan now. But like, I don't know. I felt like an ugly duckling. You prefer a bit of wonk? I like, do you know what? The only thing I hope doesn't go away too much is I like that these are a little bit pointy. They're not like crazy pointy, but like they're a little bit pointy. And I hope that doesn't go away too much. Like like at the end of the treatment, they can like file them down a little bit, and I will be asking them not to do that. Or they will use like, oh, like also I have a chip in this tooth, and they'll use bonding to fix the chip. I will be like, hey, please don't touch my canines. I really like them being a little bit longer. Like, I don't know, it's character. I love a bit of a wonky tooth. I love a little bit of a spiky tooth as well. Like, one of my favorite features of Ollie is that he has the gap in his teeth. Like, I think it's really cute. I think it's really cute. All right, I might finish up stream. I know it's been a short one, but I am hungry. It's just going to be a quick one today. It was just going to be a quick one. We are back on Saturday with the baking stream. I will like repost that so you know that's happening. It'll be an earlier stream on Saturday. It'll be like 3 p.m. Because yeah, we're just starting a bit early, so we've got time to bake. And then Sunday, I can't believe it's already happening, is the Hermitcraft stream. We don't have a stream tomorrow or Friday as I have a friend visiting, so we're just going to hang out. But yeah, I'm going to go send you over to someone. 5 hours now, guys. Huge things happening. I'll send you over to Roz. Okay, I'm sending you over to Roz. I'll be back on Saturday with Beck and Owen. Yeah, we're doing a stream where one of us cannot see, one of us cannot hear, and one of us cannot speak, and we are going to be doing some baking. So it's probably going to be really hard. It's going to be fun though.